Every time. Oh. I was taking a photo. When you're like, hello.
Wait.
With wing. So it's like hanging out, but like video style. Yeah, I'm uploading this.
Okay. The whole thing.
Not the whole thing, depending on what we talk about.
I'm not talking about 5 hours for 20 minutes.
It never occurred to me that I don't actually know what you do at uni.
Me? I don't know what I do either. Like, good question. I'm an art major.
So what branch of art?
Like, we only have the art option, but then you can declare a concentration in I might do digital media.
Did we talk before, Miss Dahl?
I knew of her existence. Does that count?
I was telling Ariel and Abby the other day, because I was like, yeah, I met Wing by English, but like told me to sit next to her. Like you're like, Clara. There was an MCC next to you, and I really hated my seat. It was like, do you want a tomato?
Sorry, son.
You mew fan
Go on.
You mew.
Step.
You know what this needs? It needs spicy. So if you didn't know, Wing lives in New York as of now, and I live
here.
And I'm an English major and she's an arts major.
I still do essays, but
what kind of
not as
essays
much.
do you do?
I do art history essays.
Art history.
Yeah.
So it's like a 12-hour difference, right?
13. It fluctuates.
Oh, okay.
Then
Is it do you have to do the turn the clock back?
It's 12 in the summer and it's 13 in the winter.
There's a question on how often I get to talk with friends.
Time zones?
Yeah, actually I don't really text Wing as often as you would think.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, like friendship should exist even though like you don't talk as often.
yeah.
Like talking shouldn't be like the basis of your friendship.
Yeah.
Like if you need to keep talking to like keep your friend,
Let's
then
just sit here in
that's
silence.
Just sit here and not talk.
Maintaining friendships is really to do with the mutual connection, I think, that you feel.
More so than like maintaining constant contact.
Yeah. Also, if you have a problem, just say it. Like, no one wants to.
Passive aggression is your worst enemy. Your best enemy.
Are you passive aggressive?
I can be.
Do you remember when we went to Esley and
Which
I wanted
here?
like recently, and I had wanted bubble tea, but then the
Yeah.
line was so long.
Yeah.
You turned to me and you said, "You have to have it." And I was like, "Nope, we're leaving." How often do I talk to my friends?
Depends who it is.
I say uni friends very often because like you gotta ask for things and whatever, but I don't know. It's just depending on whether I feel I'm an introvert. I don't want to pull that card, but I'm an introvert.
Here it is.
I'd rather talk to someone when I feel like talking to them rather than just to talk to them. To talk to them, you know.
I don't even want to talk to them.
Oh my god, I really miss it. Maintaining friendships is very unique to every friendship. Like some people would talk
And
to
each
every
person.
Yeah. It's like how Amy hasn't replied me in like 3 weeks, but that's okay. Her Wi-Fi. Her non-existent Wi-Fi. How do you think you make friends? In real life friendships?
Yes, like circumstance, location, like on the street.
Oh my god. Do you think you're the type to like see someone and go like, I want to be their friend, and then you go be their friend? Or do you think it's something that happens?
It has to be like a woo,
unconscious thing?
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Like if I've got something to say, I'll say it. But
like my uni friends now, like Christy and people, I met them in an anthropology class.
Which was it injured?
It was like last year, and I think it was last year January. I remember sitting in this class knowing nobody, and I was like, oh god, I have to make at least one friend. There's group work, and then I realized like all these English majors that I know start walking in, like one by one.
Hello.
Christy walks in, and I'm like, oh god. The next week, I think I went to class early, and then Christy saw me, and she was sitting on the sofas waiting for class. And I sat down, and she talked to me like normal, and then she was like, you want to sit with us? I'm like, okay. It's just like a natural thing, I think. It's not something that's conscious.
Yeah.
Also, with like, I don't think you should separate your friends into different like
Categories.
Yeah. I mean, not categories, but like just like places where they belong. Like your uni friends don't necessarily only have to just be in your uni.
You can mix and match as you like.
Friendship.
Bringing people together since.
I think toxic friends exist, but at the same time, it's like all to do with your own like.
Right.
It's not that it's their fault. It's more to do with if they fit you.
And if like they change, then your friendship's gonna change.
They change and you don't change, or you change and
they don't change.
How do you think you've changed over the years?
I need to start getting like categories.
Categories?
Like,
okay, name them all.
I don't know. I remember things like my hair color.
We both had the Tumblr phase. The making gifts phase.
The TV show
phase.
The film phase.
Films
Oh,
and
friendship
YouTube
with
channel.
teachers. Oh, that's interesting. But not like friendship, man.
I think it's easier to talk to uni professors for me because
Than high
like
school pros.
it's not like they see you on their level, but they see you on a human being level where like they have more respect for you because you got into uni and you know what you want.
Like you know what you're majoring in, you're taking this class. Favoritism also exists in college, but
It does.
like not as much.
But it's like more subtle. It's more like
Positive favoritism?
cliques are still a thing though, and you
Not in ours.
oh, not yours.
Like it depends like which individual college you go to. Like some are more cliquey than others.
A lot of people like to stay with their
High school, we don't even have.
I dropped out of OCAM after a day.
Me too.
They make you feel like you're going to.
Unloved, unappreciated.
Here's what they really make you think. They act like you will make only your friends from your orientation. But that's not true. Like if you group a bunch of people into a room, it's not very likely they'll
They're
all
gonna
be friends. Or like or stay with each other. I think it's
Actually, no.
maybe like one or two people who are really close, but usually it's not really like that. You don't have to stay with a group. I don't think that's the thing. Like if you want to make new friends, then make new friends. It's
Like you don't even have to have a group. Like you can fly solo. Like you can do college solo.
Group work, that's the thing. Like group work is so annoying.
Okay. Like we got assigned group work, so we didn't even have to. Like in our group work
Well,
class.
why can't we have? Actually,
We
I
got
don't want
assigned.
that.
Well, it was bad.
I don't want
It was
that.
bad.
Tell us about what it was like
Not fun.
when you carried your whole group.
Not fun. Pro tip: don't take classes. Real college.
I don't think it works like that. I'm taking a lot of reading classes.
Like self-study.
No, like one is called Reading Paradise Lost, which is like the massive poem by John Milton, and the other one is Reading Renaissance Poetry, which is the many poets.
Oh, that's the love and God. And
Yeah.
It's got a great name.
My professor said in the first lesson, he was like, I had a really grand name for this course, but when I put it in the system, there was not enough space. I was like, oh god. He's like, so now it's just called Renaissance Poetry. And then there's reading poetry. Sometimes it's really hard to connect with other people when they don't know what wavelength you're on in your language.
Like not just language, like culturally, it's just different.
Because I know for me, my culture is like, I can't talk in Cantonese like socially. But like for you, it's like
It's more like the other way around. Like Oh, like I'll like try to play something in like English, like an English partial thing in don't know what, and like it doesn't translate. Or like I'll just like fly over their heads.
Is it like the phrases and stuff?
Or I don't know.
Lost in
I can't think of
translation.
anything specific, but it's just like something's missing kind of thing.
麻烦 sounds heavier, or annoyed sounds heavier.
Annoyed. Annoyed. 麻烦 is kind of like ticked off.
Or like 好烦.
Ticked off. I put it on 好烦. 好烦 is on the same level.
On the same level?
Yeah. 麻烦 is like you know you have to do it, but like you don't want to. Bilingual problem.
Bilingual problem.
Has your dad told you like your Canto got better?
I think after UK, when I got back, it got better, and then it deteriorated again. Because you know how in UK I literally didn't speak English. Like it was so weird. I just can't connect with people when we're not really bilingual. We're like more like 70% or like 80 for me, maybe 90.
Yeah. Oh, this is speaking only.
Like when I think in English.
Yeah, and then
I dream in English, and then you translate it. Like it goes by filters. I don't know if it happens for you, but like mine is like English and then Cantonese and then Mandarin. So like during Chinese in IB,
I can go straight to Mando from
my gosh, during IB Chinese, I was just like filtering it, and then Misha was like, Clara, you can't always translate it from Cantonese. Wow.
Cantorin.
Cantonese.
Cantonese. Come on, Cantonese.
What things do you think you miss when you go to US, like Hong Kong here?
Like, I've kind of like thought a lot about this. Like, it's like you always kind of see what you're missing
When you're
yeah,
but not when you're back here.
when you're back here, you see what you miss there.
Okay, I have a question. If you realize that your friend is doing something that's a bit like like how would you deal with that?
Like, if it's not like life-threatening,
Can you give me an example of life-threatening?
life-threatening problematic things, like if they're like overboard.
Would you say like serious issues like racism,
Overboard racism.
stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How would you tell them?
I'm trying to like think of an example because I know this has happened. Oh, like you're from China.
God.
Where did you learn English?
How do you speak so well?
Yeah.
A lot of people go like, I think you're just being overly sensitive.
Like, no.
But it's like, no, I'm trying to help you.
You understand.
With friends, you don't have to always have similarities.
You know what?
Like similarities, like you don't have to be the same.
Exactly. But it's nicer when you're not.
It's nice when you're not the
It's
same.
interesting.
Yeah, I think you learn a lot from people when they're different.
Yeah, and like what you don't know or what you haven't experienced.
Yeah, I think that's something.
Perspectives.
You see these glasses?
Perspective.
Okay, we're gonna finish our rice and then
This was fun.
this was fun. Thanks for hanging out. End screen. End screen.
Oh, I'm gonna frame it like perfectly too. There we go.